LaForce, our reporter. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Holmgren with it. Over Tatum. And that one's good. Holmgren. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Here's Brown. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about that? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, big-time defender, and sends that one back.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Porzingis misses. Outside, Williams. Beyond the arc. Boston pulls it in. Here's Brown. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Here's Hartenstein. The layup off target.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, BA, if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Outside Tatum. Over Williams. Tatum can't hit. And Williams has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Back to Holmgren. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Kick out to Brown. Now Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Dort outside. Inside. Here's Hartenstein. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and he acknowledged that they're facing one of the most dynamic players in the league in Gilgeous-Alexander. He said there's no way to defend him, that his speed and movement, we need to be ready to rotate and help on every possession. Still, he said, they're all looking forward to the challenge.
Dort out.
Like, relax.
Side. Crafty move. And the layup is good. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. And stolen by Holiday. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Dort. To the inside. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Williams punches it home.
Here we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Bro, look how far I'm running. Like,
Thunder
what the
leading
fuck?
by 6.
Oh my God.
Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Williams has got 5.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. We love seeing these type of results. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Pass to Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Now here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Tatum, good.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Pass to Hartenstein. Rebound Boston. JT to the hole. You know, it's easy to focus on Jason Tatum scoring, but Doris, he's excellent in a number of areas.
Brian, he's a high-level rebounder. He now knows how to keep his teammates involved. He's competitive on the defensive end and willing to absorb a big-time assignment. He has got a complete game.
Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player. Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that 3-level score.
But he drew the contact, and he'll head to the line. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. That one misses for Tatum. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Here's White. Inside. White gets it to go.
I can barely see this shit.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Celtics trail by 3. Outside Holiday. Outside, Brown. Back to Holiday. The three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Williams.
Assisted.
And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has got 7 points in the game. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Really can't, bro.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to
fighting so
1966.
fucking bad.
Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
2 times.
NBA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age with free agency, with more salary cap restrictions. It's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Very late.
One thing you got to love about Jrue Holiday is he's a true 2-way player in this league. He puts in a lot of work to make a big impact on both sides of the floor.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
Here's Hartenstein. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Porzingis has got the ball here.
It's stuck, man. I can't do shit.